Life could be a dream, sweetheart. Hello, hello again. Shaboom, and hope the weekend. Life could be a dream. If I could take you up in paradise like yours. If you will tell me I'm the only one that you know. Life could be a dream, sweetheart.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today, some of you have been asking for it and wanted to see everything that I have. I am bringing you a garage update video. So we're here at my house. I've got all my cars in my driveway and we're going to take you through everything that I've got. So let's go ahead and get to it. Right as you walk in, boom! Look at all these. So definitely not the biggest collection, but I'm proud of what I've got going so far. So, you know, first off, we're going to start off with the 10-second car, the Fast and Furious Supra. You know, it's a classic. As soon as I saw it, I had to have it. I love the look of it. I think everybody does. You know, if you're a car guy, you're definitely a Fast and Furious fan. Second off, I've got the 96 Impala. I've always been a fan of these cars, the Impala SS 96. Beautiful cars. Great, no other words for it, man. I put the paint job on it. I like the rims and the paint job that I put on there. I think it's looking mighty clean, you know, aka the Pimpala. You know, you got to throw that in there. We all know the SVJ. That car, been seen a lot. One of my favorite cars to date. Love the way that it drives. Nice and quick. No other words for that one. You know, again, we have a nice little classic. You know, the 99 Viper. This one speaks for itself. Got the nice little red on red with the wine red that I put on there and the rims. It's a death trap, you know. That's what they call them, but beautiful cars. Love the lines that are on there. We all know the rare and the city. Nice Murcielago. I love this car, man. It's probably one of my favorites. Sounding, handling. It's not the quickest thing in the world, but you know what? It looks amazing. I love the way that it looks, the way that it sounds, and they're pretty rare in the city. Every time I drive one of these, everybody's always asking me if I want to sell it. You know, it's just one of those cars. Every time somebody sees it, hey, you ready to sell it? Nope. Staying with me probably forever. Love that thing. Next off, we got another classic Pimpala. Got the lowrider with the hydraulics. It's I love this thing, man. I've always loved the thing. You know, if you guys know me, which most of you do, I love older classic American cars. This thing speaks for itself, man, with the fins. Oh, man. Just a beautiful, beautiful car. 50s. With the nice little bullet cones on the front bumper. Yeah, you guys know. Now we start the muscle car collection. Starting off with a bang on the muscle car collection, if I might add as well. We got General Lee. This is just the 69 Charger. This is a livery that I put on it, and if you guys are wondering, you know, I gotta show you just in case you're wondering, you know. Yes, it does have the horn. You're welcome. Yep, gotta start off the muscle car collection with a bang. You know, this, you can take the livery off. Sometimes I do just to switch it up for a little bit, but you know, you can't go wrong with rocking the General Lee. Next off, I've got the beautiful gift that was given to me by Horizon. One of my all-time favorite cars. Not a lot of people like this body style, but I love GTOs. GTOs are my favorite car of all time. I love these things, man, and this is the drag car. I have yet to get it out on the drag strip, but you know, it's nice to drive. The little bit that I have driven it so far, I actually just got this and he gave it to me yesterday, so I haven't gotten to drive it. Wow, I can't fucking talk. I haven't been able to drive it too much yet, but it's coming, and I'm gonna have to go race some people down at the drag strip with it. Next off, you guys have seen her, the classic Eleanor. Everybody always loves to make the classic Eleanor look with the, you know, the gunmetal gray and the black stripes, and you know, but I switched it up a little bit. I love the blue that I put on there, and I love how at certain angles the blue just ties in lovely with those stripes. One of my favorite looking cars of all time. I love the Super Snake GT500. Can't go wrong with this car, man. It's a beautiful car. Then we have the Camaro. Awesome, awesome Camaro. I love the color that's on this thing. I love the rims that are on it. This thing is a beautiful Camaro. I want to say, I don't think it's a 69. Don't know what year it is. It's around there. Maybe a 67? I want to say 69 had a flatter grille, a straighter grille. It didn't come to a point at the front like this one does. I could be mistaken. Maybe I'm getting my years mixed up, but I want to say this one's a 67. It's definitely custom, but beautiful car. Love this thing. Drives, handles amazing, decently quick for a muscle car. Then next off, we got the classic Chevy Chevelle. Can't go wrong with these things. This thing is awesome. Definitely need to change the rims on there. Some of these cars you guys have seen, and probably a lot of them you haven't. The reason that you haven't seen a lot of my cars is because of the paint. You know, I do a lot of work over there at Ace Customs doing paint for other people, and a lot of times I don't have time to get to my own cars. And usually, if I don't have time to paint my own cars, I don't drive them because I like to have the little J flare on there. And if it doesn't have it, then I drive one of my other ones over it. But this one, it doesn't. I do drive the Chevelle. It doesn't look bad the way that it is. I just don't really like the. It kind of has tunerish wheels on it to me, but I do drive it the way that it is. It does look good. It's an awesome car. Sounds great. Next one up on the list, we have another Fast and Furious car. This is the Fast and Furious Corvette Stingray from, let's say this is a 62, maybe a 63. It doesn't have the split window though, but it is the Fast and Furious car. It's an amazing car. Definitely a head turner. This is another one of the cars that every time I drive it, somebody wants to buy it. Awesome car. I did change it. Some people hate on me for changing it from the silver, but again, I like my stuff to stand out, and when I'm driving my stuff, I don't want people to say, that's you changed it from the silver from the movie. Hey, I like my stuff to be different. So again, here we go with another GTO. One of my favorite cars of all time. Like I said, this one's a 67. Could be a 66 or a 65 just because of the taillights, and yeah, it's definitely an older one. It's a 65, I want to say, because the 67s had a little bit higher bump on the back above on the quarter panel. This one's a little bit straighter, but regardless, this is my favorite car of all time. GTO are my favorite make ever. Obviously, I said that up there with the 2006, but this one is seriously. I love the stacked headlights, and this is my favorite car and dream car of all time. I definitely want to resto mod one of these one day. And I'm actually surprised that I haven't gotten to putting the J flare on this one. Don't really love the rims that are on it. Somebody in the city knows how much I love GTOs, and they actually gifted this to me. But I love them for gifting it to me. But I don't love your rim choice, my man. I don't remember who it was, but hey, I don't love the rim choice, but it's an awesome car. This is definitely the next thing that I need to pull into the shop over at Ace and get that taken care of. Next on the list, we have the CTSV. It's a 2018 CTSV. This thing speaks for itself, man. Corvette engine. Got the Stormtrooper look in the front. I'm probably always going to leave this thing white because of the Stormtrooper look. It is, oh man. I actually, in the big city, have an XTS, so that's the reason why I wanted one of these so bad. Nothing more classy than a Cadillac, and when you put a Corvette engine in a Cadillac, that's a recipe for disaster, but we all love it. Next up is another car that I haven't been able to get to. I actually took it to another shop to have them customize it, and I really, you know, not hating on the guy, he's got his own flavor, but I really hate the way that it came out. I need to put it back in the shop and do what I do to it. You know, it doesn't match. I don't mind. I actually really like the way that he put the pearlescent in for the hood, or for the roof. So when you walk around it, at certain angles, it ends up matching the red that's on the bottom. I do really like that. But what the hell is up with the yellow rims? Like, dude, they don't match anything, man. Why are you putting yellow rims with red and black and blue on the, like, they don't go. And those are some ugly ass go-kart rims, man. I don't know what happened there. But, you know, he's got his own flavor. He thought it looked good. No, not hating on him for that. He's, you know, he does what he does, and can't hate him for that. But it's definitely going to need to be redone. The GTO is going to need to make it in the garage before this one, though. You know, this is the Chevy Nova Super Sport. Can't go wrong with that. Just needs to be done right. Next up, one of one in the city. We got the Daytona drag car. This thing, I can't express enough how much I love this thing, man. It was actually gifted to me by a good friend. You know who you are, Stanny. It was gifted to me. He knew that I love American muscle, and he hit it on the head, man. I love this thing so much. Dodge Daytona. Only one in the city. Every time I drive this, everybody's always like, everybody always loves it. And then the paint that I put on it. You know, I actually put this green paint job on there when it was Stanny's. And I fell in love with it so much, and he kept, you know, he saw that I fell in love with it, and he gifted it to me, and, you know, I can't thank him enough for that one, man. I love this thing. And then last but definitely not least is the latest purchase that I made. The Pagani Huayra Roadster. Such an awesome car. Definitely the most expensive car that I've bought to date. Actually, you can add up every single car, minus the Daytona. I think you can add up every other car on my property right now, and it still doesn't come to the total that it cost me for the Bugatti. But it was worth it. It seems like everybody's hypercars have blue, or, you know, kind of a common color on there. You guys saw, pulled it in the garage, put this awesome coral with the gold flake in it. It looks so good to me. It took me a long time, took me about 45 minutes, maybe an hour to do this paint job and get everything matching the way that it is, and, you know, with the side skirts and the front splitter down there and the mirrors as well as the back. It took me a long time to get everything to match, but I think I did a phenomenal job, not to float my own boat, but I think I nailed it with this one. I'm not sure. I'm pretty positive I'm not gonna keep these rims on it. I actually did this paint job yesterday, and as soon as I got done with the paint, a car show happened, and I wanted to take this to it, so I just found some rims laying around the shop, and I threw them on here, and they look good, but I think there's some better options out there for it. But regardless, car is beautiful, got the nice leather interior. Oh man, I love this thing. Love it. I got a great deal on it. Yeah, man, it's a first hypercar purchase. Hopefully I'm getting another one soon. Stay tuned for that. You know, drop down in the comments what your favorite car is that I have, and what your favorite paint job that I have is. You know, some of the more memorable paint jobs, definitely the Pagani. That's one of my favorites that I've done on my own personal vehicles. I haven't, like I said before, I haven't had a lot of time to paint my own cars. Actually only, so out of all these cars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of my cars. Out of all these cars, only 9 of them I've done the paint job on. Actually, this one, I'm not even going to include this one because I did this for Stanny before it was mine. So I can't really even count that. But this one, definitely the Pagani's up there for one of my favorite colors. I did the paint job on the Vet. It's nothing super special. I just wanted it a little bit different. Just a nice little blue on there. I do love the bronze color that I put on this Corvette or on this Camaro. I think it looks awesome and it suits the car very well, I think. But same thing with Eleanor. I think the paint job on that one looks amazing. The paint job on the Impala, the red and blue, I really like that one. Everybody knows orange is my favorite color, so you know it doesn't fit the car amazing. I think it looks really good, but you know I'm sure there's some better paint jobs that I could put on it. But you know what? It's probably my number 1 or number 2 car that I own, the Roadster, the Mercy Roadster. So it's going orange, baby, and it's staying orange. Other than that, I think so. Between my favorite paint job, personally, I think I like either the blue that I did on this SVJ. It's got a really dark toned blue, and then it's got the lighter blue pearlescent that goes through it. I personally either like this one or the Pagani the best, and not a lot of people like that I match the rims to the paint on this car, but fuck them. I love matching the rims to the paint. I think it adds an extra matching and skill level to painting. But hey, not everybody likes it, but like I said, everybody's got their own taste, and it is what it is. But I think my favorite is either the SVJ, Slide, yeah buddy, or the Pagani to me. I think those two are the favorite colors that I've done on my own car. I've definitely done some that I like better on other people's cars, but as far as my own personal cars go, either the Pagani or the SVJ I think are my favorite. Comment down below what paint job you like the best, and what your favorite car that I own is, and what car you'd like to see get added to this list. You know, let me know. Let me know what your guys' favorite car that you've seen around the city, watching the videos or whatever, that you'd like to try to get me to pursue. So that's it for now. I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching the video. Subscribe so that you don't miss the next episode. Peace.